The fairy lights twinkled, champagne flowed freely, laughter filled the air. My engagement party was everything I'd ever dreamed of. My fiancé Mark had planned the whole thing. He stood beside me, tall and handsome, his arm wrapped around my waist. I was on cloud 9. My twin sister Jessica was the life of the party as always. Her infectious energy drew everyone to her. She was my best friend, my confidant, my other half. I couldn't imagine my life without her. Mark adored her too. They had a playful, easygoing friendship that always warmed my heart. As the night wore on, I noticed Mark and Jessica were missing. Probably just catching up, I thought, dismissing the slight pang of unease in my stomach. I decided to find them and thank Jessica again for helping Mark with the party. Little did I know that my world was about to come crashing down. I found them on the balcony, bathed in the soft moonlight. I was about to call out to them when I saw it. Mark and Jessica, locked in a passionate kiss. It wasn't a friendly peck. It was a kiss of betrayal. The blood drained from my face. I felt dizzy, lightheaded. The music and laughter from the party faded into a distant hum. The world seemed to stop spinning. My own sister, my fiancé. How could they do this to me? Tears welled up in my eyes, blurring my vision. I wanted to scream, to confront them both, to demand an explanation. But my feet felt rooted to the spot. I was paralyzed by shock and disbelief. The sight of their intertwined bodies, their faces flushed with desire, was seared into my memory. It was a nightmare I couldn't wake up from. I stumbled back inside, my head spinning. Should I confront them? Should I cause a scene and ruin my own engagement party? The thought of facing them, of hearing their lies, made me sick to my stomach. But I couldn't just stand by and pretend I hadn't seen what I had. The image of their kiss kept replaying in my mind like a broken record. The pain was unbearable. I needed time to think, to process what I had witnessed. Maybe in the morning, when the shock had worn off, I could find the words to confront them. Maybe then I could make sense of this betrayal. For the rest of the evening, I walked through a haze. I plastered a fake smile on my face, pretending everything was okay. But inside, I was crumbling. My world had been shattered into a million pieces. Section 4. The confrontation and a flimsy excuse. The next morning, I couldn't stay silent any longer. Mark was still asleep, oblivious to the turmoil he had caused. I woke him up, my voice trembling with anger and hurt. "How could you?" I choked out, the words catching in my throat. He looked at me, his eyes filled with confusion. "What are you talking about?" I recounted what I had seen the previous night, my voice shaking with emotion. To my utter disbelief, he denied it. He claimed it was a misunderstanding, that Jessica had been comforting him about something and that the kiss meant nothing. His words felt like salt rubbed into my wounds. Did he really expect me to believe such a flimsy excuse? The way they had kissed, the look in their eyes, it was all too real, too intense to be dismissed as a misunderstanding. His denial felt like another betrayal. It was as if he was trying to erase what I had seen, to gaslight me into doubting my own sanity. But I knew what I had seen, and I knew that our relationship would never be the same. Section 5. A week of torn emotions and unsolicited advice. The week that followed was a blur of tears, anger, and confusion. I moved back in with my parents, unable to bear being under the same roof as Mark. My family and friends rallied around me, offering words of comfort and support. "He's not worth it," they said. "You deserve so much better." Some even tried to rationalize Mark's actions. "Maybe it was just a drunken mistake," they offered. "Everyone makes mistakes. You should give him another chance." Their words, though well-intentioned, only served to confuse me further. Part of me wanted to believe that it was all a big misunderstanding, that Mark truly loved me and would never intentionally hurt me. But the image of their kiss, the raw emotion in their eyes, haunted my waking moments. How could I ever trust him again? How could I erase the image of my fiancé and my twin sister, locked in a passionate embrace?